Last month I started my own series of videos in which I discussed and revealed a lot of aspects that were deleted and just plain cut from the Scream franchise. As it happens, I've managed to get a couple of extra scripts from different movies in the franchise, which provide a pretty interesting read. For the next week I'm going to be delving further into these scripts to bring you guys even more deleted aspects from the movies that didn't manage to see the light of day. To make sure you don't miss out on this awesome Scream trivia, be sure to hit subscribe and make sure you sign up for notifications so you don't miss a single update. You can also check out the episodes I've already covered in the playlist listed on screen. In today's episode it's going to be quite short, but I wanted to just settle this long wondered question about a character from Scream 2022. Now, when I did my first review for Scream 5, my major criticism was towards the characters. One of those was Liv McKenzie, who seemingly had nothing to do in the movie at all. Since doing this series of videos, quite a few people have reached out to me asking, is there any extra scenes with Liv in the original script? Unfortunately, there isn't anything major for the character in the original draft, except a couple of things. One is that in the script, Liv's dialogue is more charismatic than it comes across in the movie we got. She isn't a background character, she's more laced with confidence, and her rivalry with Mindy is more because Liv is Chad's girlfriend and not because Mindy thinks she's, well, boring. But secondly, there is a major detail in the script that was changed before filming, and that detail actually explains a huge moment in the movie that fans genuinely assumed something more should have happened. So, when we are first introduced to the teens at Woodsboro High, we see Liv notice Vince Schneider watching her from afar. If you guys recall, Liv stays behind when the others visit Tara at the hospital and she sort of lingers towards Vince before the scene cuts. Initially, many assumed she was sneaking off to speak to Vince, and a deleted scene would likely cover this. I also had a false source around the time telling me there was in fact a deleted scene there. However, the script provides some extra context to this, which will hopefully close the curiosity over what exactly was going on here with Liv and Vince. So let's read it. Amber, Tara's awake, she's just texted, I'm going to the hospital, you coming? Liv, can't, but I'll meet you later. Chad kisses Liv goodbye and heads to the car. As she goes, Liv notices Vince in the parking lot, still eyeing her. This change was so subtle, but it provides extra context to just what wasn't there in the movie. Liv wasn't heading to meet Vince, she was heading in the complete opposite direction, but Vince was lingering across the street watching her, even as she'd left the bench area where the others were sat. It's a small change, but not having Liv walking away and looking back at Vince's car made this scene seem strange. It made it seem like she may have been heading to Vince himself, or she was lingering to see if he'd approach her. In reality, this scene was Liv expressing more concern that this guy was following her. There may have been more filmed for this scene, similar to what we see in the script, as they have a promotional still of Kyle Gallner looking out of his car window towards Liv from that very scene. Honestly, little changes like this drive me crazy. The original script explains why this happened, but yet having it more expressive on screen would have changed so much of the audience's own interpretations of it when the movie came out in 2022. Serious question though, would you guys like to have seen more from Liv in Scream 5? Honestly, when I first saw her, I thought she was going to be like the new Tatum or something, but she ended up just not delivering for me. So would you guys have preferred her role to be bigger, or do you enjoy the character? Regardless, share your thoughts and opinions below. As usual, don't forget to like, share, and make sure you subscribe, as there's more Scream trivia to come in future videos, and I'll see you guys in the next video.